Hello, my name is Spencer Rattler. I made my first NFL rookie debut today. I had a decent first half, come back. Then the second half of the game seems like everyone on offense and defense took a nap, sleeping, snoring. I must give Tampa Bay quarterback credit. He shook back, he bounced back after 3 interceptions, and when they were down, they came back to win the game. It's a damn shame in the New Orleans Superdome. We was winning then. Bucks quickly recover, then score a 50 burger. Ridiculous. So the bottom line, no excuses. Saints team must improve, but it all starts with coaching. Everything trickles down from the top. After beginning 2 games win streak, then injuries list kept quickly piled up. Truth is, some coaches cannot coach themselves out of a paper bag. The reality is the owner of the New Orleans Saints franchise owner, Gayle Benson, cannot let anyone sweet talk her to keep job. Gayle Benson must be firm and fire anyone to help the Saints improve to win another Super Bowl in future.
Man, if there's any justice to what the Saints got going on, Dennis Allen should be fired Monday morning. I'm going to be honest with you. Man, if there's any justice to what the Saints got going on, Dennis Allen should be fired Monday morning. I'm going to be honest with you. Man, if there's any justice to what the Saints got going on, Dennis Allen should be fired Monday morning. I'm going to be honest with you.
Get him. Wow. Who's covering him? Good morning, good evening, and good night. Whatever time of the day you are watching, I hope it is a good one. Today we have a very special video for you guys, and if you say I always say that, then you must be a Bucks fan. Because first of all, shout out to the LSU Fighting Tigers for beating Ole Miss, and shout out to my guy K Bond, who was at Tiger Stadium yesterday. And the ABC cameraman must have been real this shit more than the game energized, because he showcased the this shit more than the game shirt for the whole national audience on ABC and ESPN. And that's when I knew that the LSU Tigers were not going to lose that game. So shout out to the LSU Tigers. But y'all know what the video is for today. We playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. It's this shit more than the game Sunday. It is the start of the Spencer Rattler era. And I know a lot of fans are hyped about that. And let me tell you something about the Buccaneers right quick. You see, Ole Miss learned the hard way. They put more than a game caption on their video before the game yesterday. And they learned the hard way why. It may be more than a game to y'all, but down here, this shit more than a game. And the Buccaneers actually did it earlier this week. And the first time I allowed it, right? You know, they're dealing with the effects of the Hurricane Milton and all that. I got a soft spot in my heart. Y'all may not believe that, but I got a soft spot in my heart. I allowed it. But then they did it again today. See, now it feels personal. And they got the word crew. Like, why are they trying to be our rival so bad? First they want to take crew from us. Now they're trying to take away more than a game. We ain't going to have that. See, now it feels personal. We got to show them Saints the same way LSU show Ole Miss. And this shit more than a game. It's not more than a game. It's shit more than a game. But fun and games aside, to everybody in Tampa and the Florida area who was affected by Hurricane Milton, Lord knows us in New Orleans and Louisiana know exactly how hurricanes can be hard felt on everybody. So we are sending our love and our prayers. For the next 3 hours, we are enemies. But after that, it's all love, and we'll do whatever we can to give you guys support while you guys rebuild from the hurricane. Now, all that said, on the field, again, the Spencer Rattler era, we are going to see. I think the hype is getting a little crazy. I mean, I keep seeing Patrick Mahomes' name being brought up, and I'm like, we're losing the plot a little bit, but maybe he proves me wrong. It's a tough situation for him to be in. Our O-line's banged up, our wide receivers are banged up, Kamara's banged up. If this guy can actually lead us to a win, he might be the real deal. I'm going to show grace either way, but I will show no mercy for these next 3 hours as you watch the video of me watching the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the New Orleans Saints. And y'all know why Tampa ain't no miss? Because this shit more than a game. It's over. So we just allowed 50 points to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I guess this is how the Panthers and Cowboys fans felt in week 1 and 2. So that's the only thing I'm mad at. Like, y'all saw me all offseason. I wasn't predicting us to make the playoffs. I had us at another 7, 8, 9 win season. I said that I'm not going to let this team get my hopes up. What got my hopes up was averaging 45 points per game in week 1 and 2. It's one thing to be 2-0. We were 2-0 last year, and then we fell off the wayside. To be 2-0, like you're whooping ass, it's just the Panthers, it's just the Cowboys, whatever. No team has put up 40 points on either of those 2 teams since week 1 and 2. And for them to do the same old shit, I mean, this is worse than last year. At least last year when we went 2-2, we won a game after that. We are now on a 4-game losing streak. We had a fun second quarter, but then Tampa said, okay, let's stop playing with our food. And they are running circles around us. I mean, they're showing all of our players on the sideline with a stone wall fake edge. I don't think this is even going to be in a hunt year at this point anymore because of the injuries, because we're just not a great coach team. We have no depth. like we are probably going to be eliminated by late November at this point. The only thing worth watching is maybe Spencer Rattler. But if Carr comes back in 4 weeks, then okay, if we fire Dennis Allen, we bring in a new head coach. Is that new head coach going to want his own quarterback? Think about that. I keep telling y'all that. Like a new head coach comes in sometimes. Now maybe he says I do want to ride with Rattler or Hayne or Carr, whoever the hell he picks. But he might come in and say, no, I got this guy in the draft that I like. Rattler looks like a 5th round quarterback, okay? He looks like a 5th round quarterback. He's shown flashes. I'm happy to see what we could do with him the rest of, I guess, the next 4 games, if it is going to be that. He has a lot of flashes, a lot of potential. I'm more than happy to ride it out with him, to be honest. He showed me enough, but we're going to have to deal with the growing pains. Like, he's going to make some misreads. He's going to throw some bad passes. He's going to play like a rookie. First half, he looked great. I don't say great. He looked pretty good for a 5th round quarterback. Second half, Ty Bowles in the halftime made those adjustments. He's one of the best defensive minds in the league. He made him look like a 5th round quarterback. What we saw was a 5th round quarterback in the second half. Looked really bad in the second half. Like, one day is all going to be worth it when the next Drew Brees comes. Maybe Rattler is the future. I'm not trying to write him off. I'm just saying, like, he's a 5th round rookie. We need to treat him like a 5th round rookie and just, see what he does. Maybe, again, I saw enough flashes from him that I'm optimistic that he could be, God, at worst, a solid backup quarterback. At best, he could be a guy that we can ride with for the next few years. But we got to see more. Obviously, we got to see more. And then that comes to the dilemma of when Derek Carr gets healthy, maybe we're going to be at that point, 2-7, 3-6? It's like, what's the point of bringing Carr back? He's not going to lead us on a 8-9 game win streak. All I know is this. Thursday night football is coming up. We're banged up like hell. We lost another 2 or 3 starters today. And Sean Payton is coming to that dome. And if you don't think Sean Payton is going to try to be petty, then I have another thing for you. It's going to get real bad for Dennis Allen in that Superdome this Thursday if the Broncos beat us. Whether they beat us by 3 points, whether they beat us by 30 points. It's going to be real bad for Dennis Allen and for the franchise. And you're going to hear a lot of angry fans, if the fans even show up. I imagine they will, because Sean Payton is going to be returned, so everybody wants to see that. I believe Drew Brees is going to be there. We all know how games go when Drew Brees comes back, why we always embarrass him. So I'm going in expecting a loss. And I'm going in expecting Sean Payton to be real petty. Like if the Broncos are up 21 points in the 4th quarter, you already know Sean Payton gonna be calling double reverse passes to Adam Trautman for touchdowns and shit. And it's gonna be World War III in that Superdome. Yeah, I said in Austin, man, if you go into that Thursday night game with Sean Payton's return, it's not gonna be pretty. And it's not gonna be pretty. I'm here for it though. Shit, sign me up. Saints gonna draft top 7, top 10 because of the injuries season. And we were healthy, maybe our peak is 7-8 wins. But with all these injuries, shit, 2-4. I don't know. Maybe Thursday I might have a rant and be like, it's one thing to predict and sense and envision a Sean Payton embarrassment Thursday, but to actually see it, I don't know. That might set me off a little bit. But this is the life that Mickey Loomis and company chose, and so we as fans gotta live with it.
Hello, my name is Spencer Rattler. I made my first NFL rookie debut today. I had a decent first half, come back. Then the second half of the game seems like everyone on offense and defense took a nap, sleeping, snoring. I must give Tampa Bay quarterback credit. He shook back. He bounced back after 3 interceptions, and when they were down, they came back to win the game. It's a damn shame in the New Orleans Superdome. We was winning then. Bucks quickly recover, then score a 50 burger. Ridiculous. So the bottom line, no excuses. Saints team must improve, but it all starts with coaching. Everything trickles down from the top. After beginning 2 games win streak, then injuries list kept quickly piled up. Truth is, some coaches cannot coach themselves out of a paper bag. The reality is the owner of the New Orleans Saints franchise owner, Gayle Benson, cannot let anyone sweet talk her to keep job. Gayle Benson must be firm and fire anyone to help the Saints improve to win another Super Bowl in future.
And I'm going to start off by apologizing to Arthur Smith and the Falcons. That was not a play that we intended to run down there to finish out that game. That's not who we are. That's not how we operate. We got a good rivalry, and it's a heated rivalry, but there's a way we go about doing our business. We should have taken a knee. So
after the game, Arthur Smith going to midfield F-bombs Dennis Allen. Everybody on that team, everybody on the field, all the players are saying, we wanted to get our guy a touchdown, and they went and got it. Arthur Smith, you soft. Dennis Allen, you're softer for apologizing, you weak yellow-bellied no bloobity blue boop. Arthur Smith, you soft. Dennis Allen, you're softer for apologizing, you weak yellow-bellied no bloobity blue boop. Arthur Smith, you soft. Dennis Allen, you're softer for apologizing, you weak yellow-bellied no bloobity blue boop. Kick rocks, you dork. Just when it looked like things were going well. And then Dennis Allen had to pull a Reese Bobby and go muck it up and get thrown out of the Applebee's because that's what Dennis Allen is. His team had a direct order from him to take a knee, and they all were like, bleep that guy. We're going to do what we want to do. They don't respect him. And as long as he is the head coach of the New Orleans Saints, they will not be a playoff team because he is incapable of leading them there.
How bad does it have to be for Black Monday to get the alert from Adam Schefter that the Saints are moving on from Dennis Allen after one season?
I do believe it has to be them getting housed, them looking listless on both offense and defense, probably more so defense, honestly. Like, so many of y'all are saying, man, that they're going to bring him back no matter what. They'll find a scapegoat. They'll fire Pete Carmichael. They'll do this. They'll do that. Part of me is prepared to go down to Airline Highway myself and plant some evidence in the medicine cabinet to implicate Dennis Allen for something.
He's coached 5 seasons in the NFL with the Raiders and the Saints. His teams are 5-0 to the under on their win total. Fantastic. We love hearing that. But in his coaching career, he is 24-46 straight up. That's 34% worst of all active head coaches. He's coached 70 games. He's 22 games below 500. Only 4 other head coaches have really ever done that in that span.
Because my first thought is the Saints have to fire everyone. You could call it rash. I really don't give a fuck. There's no way you can come in tomorrow with a freaking straight face and say Dennis Allen should be your head coach.
So we've been on this road a time or two. Win one game and you lose 2. And yet the Saints, they let the 8, let them stay. That's why it's killing me what the Saints are going through. How many times do I have to tell you? As long as the Saints have the 8, they ain't winning a damn thing. 'Cause we're not winning games no more. We're not even trying to contain. I think the spark is went away since the A start coaching our games. And we ain't got that heart no more. And I think it's time for a change. The Superdome vibes ain't the same since the Gates start coaching our games. Oh yeah, man. Now I know the season ain't going right, but don't you think it deserves some fight? A team like this don't come around every day, and we losing us out right now as we speak. Oh, yeah. It's time to make do the memory. Oh, time that passed, the season has sailed away, and we're not winning games no more. We're not even trying to contain. All the spark is went away since the A start coaching our games. We ain't got that heart no more, and I think it's time for a change. The Superdome vibe just ain't the same since the A start coaching our games. I remember seasons past when Drew led the league in passing. We knew we were gonna get a dub on Sunday, but it know you got the 8. Things ain't never gonna change. We're not winning games no more. We're not even trying to contain. All the spark is away since the A start coaching our games. And we ain't got that heart no more. And I think it's it's time for a change. The Superdome I just went away. Since the A start coaching our game, we ain't got that heart no more. And I think it's time for a change. The Superdome I just went away. Since the A start coaching our game, we ain't got that heart no more. Soon I will be free. reverie. Every word is a symphony. Won't you believe me? Sailing takes me away to where I've always heard it be. Just a dream of the wind to carry me. Soon I will be free.
It used to seem to me that my life ran on too fast, and I had to take it slowly just to make the good parts last. But when you're born to run, it's so hard to just slow down. So don't be surprised to see me back in the bright part of town. I'll be back in the high life again. All the doors I closed one time will open up again. I'll be back in the high life again. All the eyes that watched me once will smile and take me in.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, bright blessed days, dark sacred nights, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the skies, also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies crying, I watch them grow, they'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, yeah.
Mufasa, you know we finally here, right?
Well,
It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday again, it's Saturday, Sunday. Lives and again, light up to us. Lives and again, light up to us. Lives Let's go! Let's go! One! Hey! Hey!
We got a problem. I make the trap jump on a Monday. The plug keep calling me J Monday. I made a bender on a Monday. I check some Uchi on a Monday. I make the trap jump on a Monday. I make the trap jump on a Monday. I make the trap jump on a Monday. This ain't no Monday, it's a Monday. My ex inbox me on a Monday. I didn't reply, bitch, it's a Monday. My truck here ringing, it's a Monday. They want them hitters on a Monday. I broke up with my bitch on Monday. I met another bitch Monday. Oh, that I broke up with my bitch on Monday. I met another bitch Monday. Oh, that I broke up with my bitch on Monday. I met another bitch Monday. Oh, that boy ain't got no money, he's a dumbass. I ride around on Monday. I be working, you can count me on a Monday. Fuck him, he can't get too far, he got a one day. I heard he woofing on a Monday. Call up Mikey, she gon' whack him on a Monday. Bitch, I'm lit, talking shit on a Monday. I went to the store on Sunday. I had to re-up on a Monday. Damn, I make the trap jump on a Monday. The plug keep calling me J Monday. I made a bender on a Monday. I check some Uchi on a Monday. I make the trap jump on a Monday. I make the trap jump on a Monday. I make the trap jump on a Monday. This ain't no Monday, it's a Monday. He don't feel me, he don't trap. He ain't got me on the snap. He ain't even know I rap. All he see me do is trap. I'm showing out on the Monday. I'm checking count on the Monday. Peace calling on the Monday. I hit the studio on Monday. I make this song up on a Monday. I got locked up on a Sunday. And had to bond out on a Monday. Money making Monday. I feel like I'm money making me. Monday.
2024, the year of exposure, audio, a video. Last week, the dismissal email, etc. Now in audio, a video format. Also included, Jerry Springer Trailer Park Ghetto means poverty, not black. Even when poor, I've always had a wealthy mindset. These wild trailer park, Jerry Springer style, Monday toxic drama chaos fights again. Her white tenants break records around here, constantly breaking rules while I expose the devil's true character. It's mentally sick, vindictive behavior. It's hilarious how the devil reaches for straws, lying after being exposed. Monday morning, October 14th, after not feeling well over the weekend, and I'm not sick because of the New Orleans Saints loss again and again, clearly sarcasm. If anyone complains about my humor, light or dark, I honestly do not care. I should not have to wake up to neighbors fighting again. This place is the wild, wild west. Additionally, I mentioned the letter y'all sent last week, but I don't want to see any more junk telling me how to call 911. Don't insult my intelligence. Maybe you lying demons should call 911 if you're having a mental breakdown or are sick. I'm not stupid. If I had a severe medical emergency, I wasn't born yesterday. I know how to call 911, you dummies. Stop sending me stupid letters in the mail. Next time, I'll make a video of it being ripped up. I don't need sympathy or anyone to feel sorry for me. Regardless of how I feel, I speak my mind regardless if feel well or not. The attorney was trying to be nosy, playing both sides on the slick I peep game really quick, and dismissed him after last call we had October 9th. He said he calling back with questions I emailed, said he didn't have to call back, including VA Section 8. Anyone that is low-key in best interest of landlords, don't contact me about anything moving forward. I decide when done putting you devils in your place. No one tells me what to do. I decide when done. If hate being exposed, too bad. Bottom line, it's a damn shame about the constant fights and conflicts from her white tenants breaking rules. She turns a blind eye to them. Usually, they would have to do a phone book of violations before she would evict a white tenant like the man that was yelling out window. If he WSS black first time he yelled our window, he would have been gone. When a black tenant exposes landlord character, she ignores her white tenants breaking rules. Usually she turns blind eye to most, fighting, or selling drugs. I've heard about drug deals since I've been here from the apartment scene. Cops talked to number 7 months ago. K9 drug dogs 6 or 7 cop cars. K9 drug unit searched Tina Eastler property for 3 or 4 hours. No exaggeration. I even called some folks I know here and told them about. They said it's a damn shame that place like that. This landlord's retarded. She desperate for rent from he white tenants. Don't matter how many constant rules they break, she retarded too. Days later, police dogs were running around Tina Eastler, had to see it on camera. She pretends she don't know nothing. She acts like a legal immigrant saying I don't know no Ingles. How convenient, don't know nothing when convenient. Vindictive lying devils fabricate things reaching for straws. It's what mentally sick racists do. Nothing new. Anyone in cahoots with this shady landlord has been dismissed, including that attorney. Oh, by the way, last week email not opened after share video link here. All receiving been out in their place. Nice, final time and cocked. If I must make another vid exposing devils when if I decide to my choice, no one tells me nat to do. I don't have a boss, therefore VA also can shove your letters where the sun don't shine. And anyone at VA and Section 8. Honestly, I don't care, so y'all expected me to back down? As the Tom Petty song goes, I won't back down. Oh, by the way, I can return the same energy and become Petty Betty. Oh yes, that's right. Well, anyway, I don't care if anyone finds my sarcastic comments funny. It's funny to me, and that's all that matters. The things I've been complaining about since the beginning have exposed the landlord's true character. The mentally sick, evil, demon-possessed devil reached for straws, accusing me of the very things I complained about. The devil is a liar, and whether I win or lose doesn't matter. It's the principle of the matter. I will be exposing any devil, whether they like it or not. No wonder she deleted her previous tenant's Google reviews. Others have said the same thing. Former tenant had to take Tina Eastler to court, and another tenant said something was mentally wrong with her. She has a track record of unprofessional behavior, which is why she deleted Google reviews of Infinity Assets LLC. Clearly, something to hide. I guarantee that when folks upgrade, they don't miss this place. Not missing constant drama, fights, and noise. I'll include some audio from the video here. The actual video has more, but I'll share a bit of the audio in this clip. If I had seen the reviews in the beginning, I would have never considered this place. She definitely doesn't deserve my business, but since she wants to lie and be vindictive, I'll stick around for the hell of it and enjoy exposing the lying, evil, Chucky doll, demon-possessed devil's prepaid Pinocchio lies as she goes, with her nose growing longer with every lie. All unprofessional, mentally sick, lying, vindictive devils are in the same boat together and will reap what they sow in mysterious ways over a lifetime. Any court outcome doesn't matter. As the Elton John song says, I'm still standing. I'll remix the lyrics and call it, any outcome in court, I'm still standing and still upgrading. How about that? See, you haters assumed was hoping I'd be homeless. Better think again, because that won't happen. My options for how I do this or that are no one's business. Everyone was set in their place in last week's email. This is the audio a video format, including this morning's fight October 14th, 2024, loud, boisterous, unruly behavior from neighbors. No one calls the police on the actual troublemakers around here. After the conflict, Michelle was screaming that she needs a cigarette, having a mental breakdown. The sign says no smoking in the building, but you constantly smell smoke and weed. This place is like a trailer park hood, a hot mess. Her relationships don't last. I think this is the third or fourth big argument, verbal or physical fight, she's had since living here. This morning, the guy yelled that some woman pushed him down. He kept begging her to get out of his face, or he was about to knock her into next year, 2025. Here is the audio again, white tenants constantly breaking the rules, but I expose the racist landlord who turns a blind eye to the problematic tenants. She turns a blind eye. I expose everything, especially when dealing with mentally sick, vindictive liars. I'll share some of the video and audio next.
There's a judge who looked straight at the prosecutor and said, nope, walking while black. That's all this man did. A judge said this on the bench while the charges and the probable cause is being read to the judge in order to sustain the criminal charges against the man. Here it is.
Officers were dispatched to a possession of marijuana investigation at 100 Hollows Tree Lane in Harris County, Texas. Officer was informed defendant crossed unauthorized crossing point from convenience store to apartment complex. Officer observed strong odor of marijuana.
Wait. He did what?
It says he crossed an unauthorized crossing point. So I guess he crossed the street.
Is he jaywalking?
Yeah. Yes, Your Honor. And then
walking while black.
And it says the officer observed a strong odor of marijuana, and he was informed that the defendant had begun to walk backwards upon being asked about marijuana by another officer. A PC search was conducted, and the officer observed a large sack of marijuana.
I don't think so. He's walking while black. I don't think so. I'm going to find no probable cause.
Yes, Your
Mr. Blake, be careful, man. You know, the world is against you. Don't let him be. Do something with your life. You know what I mean? The more you just, come on, man.
Judge, I don't think so. I don't think walking while black. Put up the picture full mess. This judge is going viral for a few things, all very positive in my opinion. He is holding the justice system accountable to do what? Follow the law. You got to have probable cause. If this is a marijuana investigation, you don't utilize this pretextual BS of jaywalking in order to investigate possession of marijuana. And who the hell investigates possession of marijuana today anyway? Possession of marijuana. All right, so this was in Harris County, Texas, of all places. Judge David Fleischer, who has gone viral for handling this case and other cases. This was not the first time the judge has called out the police for this issue. Here it is.
Here's the rub. What's he doing? Walking while black? What's he doing? What's he doing wrong? Was he under arrest? I mean, all I see is that they go up to him and they just start searching, right?
I believe.
Walking while black. Mr. Abiola, I would be very careful. You know, where you go, what you do may not end up well for you. I'm going to find no probable cause on this case now.
Thank you,
Mr. Abiola, be careful.
You see, probable cause is actually a burden that officers have to meet in order to effect an investigation, arrest, etc. What's your probable cause? Am I free to go? This judge, obviously, who cares about the sacredness of the law, is doing it the proper way. Now, some people may not like this, but he's actually doing it the way it was set out to be done. Even when he posed the question just now, nobody could answer it. What's your probable cause? You just went up and started searching them? You can't do that. All right, for more background on the judge, let's put him up. We appreciate people like this in our society. We appreciate individuals like this who take leadership and actually understand the assignment. During an interview on the Jen Hardy show last month, the judge said he did not become a judge for the money. He actually took a massive pay cut from what he was making as a defense lawyer when he became a judge. He seeked the position because he wanted to reform the system from within. Another dynamic about his character is he refuses to wear a robe. He wears a suit, which is permissible. He's the judge. He can do it as he chooses. But these dynamics are telling about his character. Very thankful that individuals like this exist on the bench. Proud of his leadership and also his encouragement, letting people know, especially Black men, it is unfair here in Harris County. Understand this, it's unfair. Just know you're in my courtroom because they broke the rules, not you. All right. Jackson, thoughts here.
First, I gotta say I dig the bow tie. You know what I'm saying? The get up.
Yeah.
I'm call him Bow Tie Williams from
Bow Tie
on. Anytime I ever see him again, it's Bow Tie Williams. But definitely this was really cool to see. This is my first time seeing this particular judge. Very heartwarming. But one of the things that I really wanted to point out that came to my mind is that this, in fact, is more of a window into how most people actually are. And the truth of that,
that's right,
really reflects the responsibility for all of us to be involved. And the older I get, the more I realize that it's my responsibility to make this difference, whether I'm in a position or I encourage other people to be in a position. And I am everyone else is me. Everybody else is just another version of you in another plane. You know what I'm saying? So if we collectively take responsibility, then there can be more people like Bow Tie Williams in positions of power. You know what I'm saying? Like whether it be in a judge seat, if you a sheriff, if you a politician, if you a doctor, whatever it is, oftentimes what you'll find is people in positions of power. What does that take? Well, it takes a lot of determination and grit and grind, and it can take a whole lot of negative things too. But a lot of the time, people who are good spirited may not necessarily have ambitions to be in positions of power. But I think that if we can kind of, just provide a bit more education to the public as we do here and as we dedicate our lives to doing, the more people will realize, oh, that can be me in that position.
That's right. And
so, yeah.
Beautiful, man. To celebrate people like this judge, celebrate leaders like this in your community. It's not difficult to do. People always say, oh, well, you don't know what position they will put in. That's BS. If you want to do right, you can do right. It doesn't matter what position you're placed in. It does not matter what compromise they may try to force upon you. You can be like this guy and many others. So we applaud the leadership of the judge.
Welcome to the show. I appreciate you being here. We did bits years ago on late night.
Yes.
We met. We know you from football, but now if you Google you Colin Kaepernick. Look at that right there. It says, American Civil Rights Activist. Isn't that cool? Could you imagine growing up that would be what you become known for, or
no?
One of the things you know?
No.
Growing up, I was focused. How do I become the best football player possible? Yeah, that's all you wanted. Yeah.
Yeah, you chase that dream, and then you try to do right by people and try to create a better opportunity, better future, and you get a change of title on Wikipedia.
What are you trying to accomplish? What would you like this to be the end game for you?
That's basically. Ultimately, it's to bring awareness and make people, realize what's really going on in this country. There are a lot of things that are going on that are unjust. People aren't being held accountable for, and that's something that needs to change. That's something that, this country stands for: freedom, liberty, justice for all, and it's not happening for all right now.
Is this something that's evolved as a philosophy in your mind, and how has this kind of progressed that you make a stand like this?
It's something that I've seen, I've felt, wasn't quite sure how to deal with originally, and it is something that's evolved. It's something, as I've gained more knowledge about, what's going on in this country in the past, what's going on currently. These aren't new situations. This isn't new ground. It's things that have gone on in this country for years and years and have never been addressed, and they need to be.
Will you continue, Colin, to sit? Will you continue to sit?
Yes, I'll continue to sit. I'm going to continue to stand with the people that are being oppressed. To me, this is something that has to change, and when there's significant change and I feel like that flag represents what it's supposed to represent and this country is representing people the way that it's supposed to, I'll stand.
Specifically, what would you like to see change in order for you to stand?
There's a lot of things that need to change. One specifically is police brutality. There's people being murdered unjustly and not being held accountable. Cops are getting paid leave for killing people. That's not right. That's not right by anyone's standards.
Colin, so many people see the flag as kind of a symbol of military. How do you view it, and what do you say to those people?
You know, I have great respect for men and women that have fought for this country. I have family, I have friends that have gone and fought for this country. And they fight for freedom. They fight for the people. They fight for liberty and justice for everyone. And that's not happening. I mean, people are dying in vain because this country isn't holding their end of the bargain up as far as, you know, giving freedom and justice and liberty to everybody. It's something that's not happening. And I've seen videos, I've seen circumstances where men and women that have been in the military have come back and been treated unjustly by the country they fought for and have been murdered by the country they fought for on our land. That's not right.
Colin, do you personally feel oppressed? Personally?
There have been situations where I feel like I've been ill-treated, yes, but this stand wasn't for me. This stand wasn't because I feel like I'm being put down in any kind of way. This is because I'm seeing things happen to people that don't have a voice, people that don't have a platform to talk and have their voices heard and affect change. So I'm in a position where I can do that, and I'm going to do that for people that can't.
Is this the first year that you haven't stood up? Did you do it other years, or is this the first time?
This year's the first year that I've done this.
You did all the preseason games so far?
Yes.
This is the first time it was noticed?
Yes.
How did your teammates respond when you explained yourself today, and what was the support like for you?
The support I've got from my teammates has been great. You know, I think a lot of my teammates come from areas where this might be a situation. Their families might be put in this situation. It's something that I've had a lot of people come up to me and say, you know, I really respect you for what you're doing and what you're standing for. So to me, that's something that I know what I'm doing, what's right, and I know other people see what I'm doing is right. It's something that we have to come together, we have to unite, we have to unify and make a change.
What do you say to the people that say, hey, you're doing the right thing, but you're going about it the wrong way?
I don't understand how it's the wrong way. To me, this is a freedom that we're allowed in this country. And going back to the military thing, it's a freedom that men and women that have fought for this country have given me this opportunity by the contributions they have made. So I don't see it as going about it the wrong way. This is something that has to be said. It has to be brought to the forefront of everyone's attention. And when that's done, I think people can realize what the situation is and then really affect change.
You've done it every preseason game. Are you almost relieved that it took this game and the questioning that followed to let your voice be heard?
It wasn't something that I really planned as far as it blowing up. It was something that I personally decided I just can't stand for what this represents right now. It's not right. And the fact that it has blown up like this, I think is a good thing. You know, it brings awareness. Everybody knows what's going on, and this sheds more light on it. Now, I think people are really talking about it, having conversations about how to make change, what's really going on in this country, and we can move forward.
Are you concerned this is seen as like a blanket indictment of law enforcement in general?
What was that?
Are you concerned that it can be seen as a blanket indictment against law enforcement in general?
As far as what? I don't really understand what you're trying to get at.
People get murdered by police. I mean, do you think that it's seen as sort of an indictment against police?
There is police brutality.
Yeah.
People of color have been targeted by police. So that's a large part of it. And they're government officials. They're put in place by the government. So, you know, that's something that this country has to change. There's things we can do to, you know, hold them more accountable, make those standards higher. You have people that practice law and are lawyers and go to school for 8 years, but you can become a cop in 6 months and don't have to have the same amount of training as a cosmetologist. That's insane. I mean, someone that's holding a curling iron has more education and more training than people that have a gun and are going out on the street to protect us.
Colin, you plan on doing stuff beyond sitting?
What was that?
Do you plan on doing stuff beyond sitting during the national anthem, as far as activists, kind of rolling your sleeves up and getting out in the communities?
Yeah, most definitely. There are things that I have in the works right now that I'm working on to, put together in the future and come to fruition soon. Those are things that I'll talk about as we get closer to those days.
Colin, you say that it's a good thing that this is blowing up now because it's getting some attention. Any concern about the timing of it, a critical part of training camp, and the possibility of it being a distraction?
No, I don't see it as a distraction. I think it's something that can unify this team. It's something that can unify this country. If we have these real conversations that are uncomfortable for a lot of people, if we have these conversations, there's a better understanding where both sides are coming from. And if we reach common ground and can understand what everybody's going through, we can really affect change and make sure that everybody's treated equally and has the same freedom.
Cap, has anybody from the league or the team or anybody said tone it down or anything? Because clearly you're speaking your mind right now. It doesn't seem that anyone's trying to, from the organization, whatever, is trying to quiet you.
No one's tried to quiet me, and to be honest, it's not something I'm gonna be quiet about. I'm gonna speak the truth when I'm asked about it. This isn't for a look, this isn't for publicity or anything like that. This is for people that don't have the voice. And this is for people that are being oppressed and need to have equal opportunities, to be successful, to provide for their families and not live in poor circumstances.
Have you been pulled over unjustly in your mind, have you been pulled over unjustly or had a bad experience in that regard?
Yes, multiple times. I've had times where one of my roommates was moving out of a house in college, and because we were the only black people in that neighborhood, the cops got called and all of us had guns drawn on us. Came in the house without knocking, guns drawn on one of my teammates and roommates. So I have experienced this. People close to me have experienced this. This isn't something that's a one-off case here, a one-off case there. This has become habitual. It's become a habit. So it's something that needs to be addressed.
Colin, there are 2,000 players in the NFL. You're a lone voice here as far as taking this stand. Why do you think you're the only one doing it?
I think there's a lot of consequences that come along with this. There's a lot of people that don't want to have this conversation, that they're scared they might lose their job or they might not get the endorsements. They might not be treated the same way. And those are things I'm prepared to handle, and those are things that other people might not be ready for. It's just a matter of where you're at in your life, where your mind's at. And at this point, I've been blessed to be able to get this far and have the privilege of being in the NFL and making the kind of money I make and enjoy luxuries like that. But I can't look in the mirror and see other people dying on the street that should have the same opportunities that I've had and say, you know what, I can live with myself, because I can't if I just watch.
Do you think you might get cut over this?
I don't know. But if I do, I know I did what's right. And I can live with that at the end of the day.
Does any of this reflect your relationship with the 49ers or with the NFL? Is this any part of that?
No, this is about the way people have been treated by this country.
When you addressed the team today, Colin, how long did you talk, and what was kind of the tone of it? It seemed like you were able to convert one person into your line of thinking that was a little skeptical.
No, it was a conversation. They asked me to talk and just explain why I did what I did and why I felt the way I felt. And that's something, I had an open conversation with them. I told them why I felt that way and why I looked at things the way I do. And a lot of it has to do with the history of the country and where we're currently at. And, I opened it up to all my teammates. Come talk to me if you have any questions. If you want to understand what I'm thinking further, come talk to me. This isn't something that should be hidden and shouldn't be talked about. These conversations need to happen, and I think it's something that can bring everybody closer.
Were there a couple guys that voiced how they felt against what you're doing to you?
There were, I've had people say, no, I want to understand further. Let's talk. So I've had those conversations, and we'll continue to have them with my teammates. But it's something that the knowledge of what's happened in this country and is currently happening is something that I think everybody needs to know. And when you have the knowledge of those things, then you can make an educated decision on, what you really feel and what you want to stand for.
Has any of this
People reach
been
out
a
to you, like,
distraction?
in terms of politicians or people outside the sports world to tell you that they support you through this?
I've had a few people reach out. Quite a few actually, saying, we really support you. We're proud of you for taking that stand. We respect what you're doing. We know a lot's going to come with it, but we're behind you. And, that means a lot. That means that I'm not the only one that feels this way, and I'm not the only one that sees things this way.
Is any of this going to distract the team from getting to the Super Bowl this year? Is there, are you guys talking more today about this, or are you talking about the plan to get to the Super Bowl?
No, we're focused on football while we're in meetings, while we're on the field. That's what our focus is. But in our free time, we have conversations about this, and that's not something that we should be ashamed about or shy away from. We talk about football, we handle our business there, but there's also, a social responsibility that we have to be educated on these things and talk about these things.
Colin, did you consider bringing, forming an alliance and getting teammates to join you in this? And if not, why did you decide to go it alone?
This isn't something I'm going to ask other people to, put their necks out for what I'm doing. If they agree with me and feel strongly about it, then by all means, I hope they stand with me. But I'm not going to go and try to recruit people and make sure hey, come do this with me, because I know the consequences that come with that, and they need to make that decision for themselves.
In that same vein, did you reach out to anyone before you did this to seek their counsel, say, hey, what do you think about this?
This is a conversation I've had with a lot of people a lot of times over a long period of time. So it wasn't something that, I planned on having a conversation about at a particular time. It just so happened it was the other night that people realized it and talked about it. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Oh, that's all right.
Clearly, you understand why you're doing this. You want to bring a voice to other people. You want to raise consciousness about certain issues. Are you concerned? So much of the talk with the 24 hours has been about you and not necessarily the issues. Are you concerned that could happen?
I do think that, the talk has been more about me, more about, I know a lot of people's initial reactions thought it was bashing the military, which it wasn't. That wasn't my intention at all. I think now that we have those things cleared up, we can get to the root of what I was saying and really address those issues.
Since you've done this, of other players who feel the same way but maybe not ready to step forward publicly?
What was your question?
Other players who are kind of feel the same way that you do but are afraid to really step forward publicly like you have.
Yeah, I know there's other players that feel the same way. I've had players reach out to me. Once again, it's not something I'm going to ask them to put their necks out. I know the consequences that come along with my decision, and if they feel strongly about it and want to stand with me, then I hope they do. If it's something they're not ready for, that's what the conversations are for, and they can make that decision, when they're ready or if they're ready.
Do you feel you'll be safe? Do you feel you'll be safe in some of the road cities that you go to, and will you take some precautions? I mean, that's a legitimate thought.
Not really too concerned about that. At the end of the day, if something happens, that's only proving my point. That's.
Dr. Edwards has some experience with public stances such as this. You were talking to him before practice. Is he someone you've consulted with at any point when you decided to do this?
Once again, it wasn't something I consulted anybody on. It was a conversation I had when someone asked me about it. Dr. Edwards is a good friend. He's someone I talk to a lot and run a lot of things by and have a lot of conversations with. and we have a lot of similar views.
Colin, the fact that this is an election year, does this have anything to do with the timing?
I mean, once again, it wasn't a timing thing. It wasn't something that was planned. But I think the two presidential candidates that we currently have also represent the issue that we have in this country right now.
You want to expound on that?
I mean, you have Hillary, who's called black teens or black kids super predators. You have Donald Trump, who's openly racist. I mean, we have a presidential candidate who's deleted emails and done things illegally and is a presidential candidate. That doesn't make sense to me, because if that was any other person, you'd be in prison. So what is this country really standing for?
Well, it is a country that's elected a black man president twice, Colin. I mean, can you see people say why the outrage in a country that has elected a black president, has done many things, sacrificed a lot of things for freedom?
It has elected a black president, but there are also a lot of things that haven't changed. There are a lot of issues that still haven't been addressed. And, you know, that's something over an 8-year term. There's a lot of those things that are hard to change. And there's a lot of those things that he doesn't necessarily have complete control over.
If you would say that, what would it be a success for you on this? I mean, just in the short term.
No, that's a tough question, because there's a lot of things that need to change, a lot of different issues that need to be addressed. You know, that's something that it's really hard to lock down one specific thing that needs to change currently.
Okay, last thing, Colin. My wife's a cosmetologist, and she has very extensive training.
Yeah, see, and it's amazing to me that she has more training than officers that are supposed to be protecting people.
Playback! Sound of a funky drummer. You should clean your heart, cause I know you got soul. Listen if you're missing, y'all. Swinging while I'm singing. Giving what you're getting. Know what I know it. While the black man sweating. In the rhythm I'm rolling. Gotta give us what we need. Our freedom of speech is freedom of death. We got to fight the power. Fight the power.
Thank you so much, everybody, for allowing me to tell my stories and reading poetry and acting in movies and your TV shows and stuff. It's been a really blessed life, and I just want to say thank you so much for your encouragement and your support. It means a lot. You don't have to do it, but you do. And that's what's up. I wrote this when I was 19 years old. Ready? I'm 51 now, by the way.
Say, can you see by the blood in the streets that this place doesn't smile on you, colored child, whose blood built this land? with sweat and their hands, but you'll die in this place, and your memory erased. Oh, say, does this truth hold any weight? This is not the land of the free, but the home of the
Another one, another one, another one, another one, and another one, another one, another one, another one, another one, another one, and another one.
People see you in one light or another depending on the way they think and the way they see. It has nothing to do with the truth of who you really are. People see you in one light or another depending on the way they think and the way they see. It has nothing to do with the truth of who you really are. People see you in one light or another depending on the way they think and the way they see. It has nothing to do with the truth of who you really are.
I don't advocate any kind of hate. There's a lot of talk that sounds very much like it. No, I think that the guilt complex of the American white man is so profound until when you begin to analyze the real condition of the black man in America, instead of the American white man eliminating the causes that create that condition, he tries to cover it up by accusing his accusers of teaching hate. But actually, they're just exposing him for being responsible for what exists.
Well, that's something of an argument, but I've heard speeches made by some of the people of your group. I think I've heard you make speeches. It seemed to me that you were advocating what I would have to describe, I think, as violence to meet the serious injuries that have been done to people, with which I totally...
Don't do drugs. If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help. McDonald's wants you to give yourself a chance to find out all the wonderful things you really can be. And so do I. Don't do drugs. If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help. McDonald's wants you to give yourself a chance to find out all the wonderful things you really can be. And so do I. Don't do drugs. If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help. McDonald's wants you to give yourself a chance to find out all the wonderful things you really can be. And so do I.
Here's my reply to the attorney yesterday regarding me informing his secretary on Friday that his email was not opened and it went straight to the garbage trash bin because he has been dismissed a few days ago, including many others. When he mentioned what Rosalind Gully said and told me a few days ago, the VA was giving him the runaround. After we spoke a few days ago, I made it clear in the email sent to many folks that I didn't have to call back. That means I don't want your services. If you're too mentally slow to comprehend that, it means don't email me with anything to say because it was not read, and many other folks are receiving this via text or email. I honestly do not care. Since Rosalind Gully complains too, whether in email, text, or whatever you want to call it, here is another one. If I have to make another one putting you retarded, unprofessional devils in place again, regardless of my location, I can do that. No one tells me what to do, not the VA either. So if they send me another letter, I'll make a video ripping it up or just toss it. Remember, it won't be read by me regardless. If I decide to make a video again and again, it's my choice. No one tells me what to do. If you hate being exposed, too bad, I don't give a damn. The VA can also take those letters and shove them where the sun don't shine. Now run around that when dismissing everyone in cahoots with a lying, vindictive landlord. Anyone in the best interest of a mentally sick, evil Chucky doll lying, vindictive devil, that's your problem if you're gullible and stupid. The VA records don't matter who sees them. I played the game to get out of the military because I could not just quit and disappear. You have to go through different ways to still get an honorable discharge. If I quit and disappeared, it would have been dishonorable, but I didn't do that. I don't care what anyone thinks of me. I know what I am and what I'm not, and others told me how to play the game to get out. Those that were doing it too, so I did the same thing and got the hell out because I wanted to anyway. It's common sense. I would never do anything to get a dishonorable discharge, especially with my mother, a 31-year Army veteran. She would have had a fit, so I played the game. She was aware before she died of the real reason I got out. Anyway, anyone can look at military records, I don't care. Nothing to hide. I don't care if I had to say that I see ghosts to get out of the military, I would have done it. My girlfriend at the time wanted to come where I was and fight other women, so I had to quickly get out because she got jealous when I broke up with her and was involved with other women. I am transparent, I never cheated, but some women get upset or mad if I go back to an old relationship, so that's life. Things happen, especially when young. So, goddamn what? They could have stamped anything on military paperwork as long as I got out because my partner wanted to fix things. When younger folks do many things, I never wanted a long military career because I always knew one day I would be my own boss, and I did accomplish that. I traveled more outside the military as my own boss to more countries than most folks without military help. Also, in regards to the majority of military doctors, many call them quack doctors, most are garbage anyway, so I go elsewhere for medical care, and that's none of your damn business. My mother was eligible for VA healthcare. She did 31 years in the Army before she died. She didn't like military VA healthcare. Sometimes I have to reflect on things she said. Just because she served a long time, she was not an Uncle Tom, slave-minded Negro, she was a proud black woman, and I am too. But that's neither here nor there, clearly sarcasm because we always spoke our minds, like it or not. When ignorant folks assume I use drugs, I laugh and mix sarcasm with it. I can pass a drug test anytime, 24 hours a day, every day of the week, but I have nothing to prove to anyone, especially not to folks that I dismiss.
Final time putting you unprofessional devils in your place. I decide when done exposing folks. No one tells me what to do, simple as that, and that is the bottom line. No one threats from anyone will ever intimidate me, never ever, period. Well, anyway, some parts of the video were made on different days after dismissed you in that email. Your email was not opened, not read, so you wasted your time the same way the other guy replied to Google reviews. I never read that either. Email notification went straight to garbage, and now, etc. Receiving thud and block party again to etc. Numbers, emails, etc. You're blocked too. I already sent an email from the email address kissitwherethesunmissit a few days ago, sent to many. That means you're dismissed. I don't want your services. After we spoke, you said VA gave you the runaround. After that call, I emailed days ago mentioning you don't have to call back. That means don't email either. Now, since you didn't listen. Oh, by the way, your email went straight to the garbage, as I told your secretary Friday, October 11th, 2024. Then I hung up. Since y'all like to be rude, I return the same energy. Since our office is not professional, many of you can enjoy the karma boat mysterious times ways affecting all connected with a lying, vindictive landlord. I don't wish bad, but all evil reap what's sow. Now, on all emails and numbers, you're now blocked.
My reply to that attorney, I basically told you a few days ago when I sent out that email to many others, basically, no thank you, don't want or need your services moving forward. Not interested in anything else you have to say. Didn't I tell you? Another rude, passive-aggressive, unprofessional clown, just like the landlord. Didn't I say in a previous email from kissitwherethesunmissit email address? I already addressed you and Rosalind Gully and also addressed the VA regarding their letter. If they send another one, it will not be opened, just like I didn't open your email Friday. You've been dismissed days ago. Didn't I tell you a few days ago, don't call me back? That means don't email me either. But since you did, after dismissed you, an email sent to others days ago regarding you and Rosalind Goley comments and others. Here is another text email. Whatever, want to consider it clearly my sarcasm again, because don't care. I'll make a video of me ripping it up in the envelope, or I'll just toss it. In other words, not desperate for their services or anyone else's moving forward. Not desperate, don't need you. Therefore, that means you have already been addressed in a previous email. Therefore, your email you sent me after I already dismissed you a few days ago means I told you don't have to call me back. That means don't have to reply to me about anything, including emailing me back, because it went straight to the trash bin. Now swoosh that. Did not need that after I already dismissed you. Therefore, you're not the first attorney I rejected, meaning once I see you have the same mentality, a goofy bozo, another person with the same mentality as the landlord. Y'all both have the same mentality. I was not born yesterday, not a fool. Most racist whites in this town are only missing their cowardly clan sheet. You or no one you work with is about to disrespect me or be unprofessional. I return the same energy I told your secretary today Friday. Your services didn't need your commentary, advice, or call back. You told me calling back with questions. I emailed you others days ago dismissing you after we spoke that morning. No longer wanted your services. You said that the VA staff giving you the runaround. Well, you could have been stop running when dismissed you days ago. Duh. Slow to catch on, slow to comprehend. P-brain, you cannot low-key derail anything when I got plenty options regardless of legal outcome. I don't care if you or any other attorneys in this town. I don't care if all or majority low-key in best interest for a lying vindictive demon. Guess what? I dismissed attorneys before when said goodbye a few days ago. What part you don't understand? You've been closed out, and that closeout letter email also can be called audiobook. I don't care if make anything into a video. Devils hate being exposed. When dismissed you days ago, you're late to the party, boy. Your email went straight to garbage. You've been closed out days ago. After we spoke that morning talking about you going to call me with more questions, go question yo ma and yo pa and yo grandma and grandpa. Go waste someone else's time questioning them. Don't waste my time, princess boy. Real men, not feminine sassy acting. I know openly gay men more of a man than most of you so-called straight men. Y'all too sassy. You and Tom Ewing. I never been an idiot, but he sure is an idiot. And whatever he called me is what he is, a sassy mouth idiot. Most men act like drama queens, too sassy. Many women I talk to say most men secretly go both ways. I believe it because lots of sassiness, the real pandemic. You racists love to be condescending and passive-aggressive, a common trait. Hell with all of you. Don't you get the purpose of the email address from me called Kiss It Where the Sun Miss It? You saw the email, princess. Most men got sassy attitudes worse than women. Most men that argue with women usually secretly play both sides of the fence, like that Bible-thumping the Bible thumper Ted Haggard, also known as the church guy married with kids, but he sure was sassy too, the popular in the closet rainbow pastor, Ted Booty Bandit Haggard. You're another Tom Ewing. All you clowns act alike. I'm proud to be openly gay. Hopefully sassy men in the world start living their truth instead of being insecure idiots jealous when a very attractive get more women than them effortlessly. That's how most men are, majority insecure beta males that portray alpha, but really a beta male or was insecure guys that complained because got more women attention than them. This country is hilarious, full of insecure bozos, all colors. Go fly a kite and kick rocks, boy, because I'm not letting you or anyone disrespect me. You did not have to do anything moving forward after our last conversation a few days ago. I knew at that point I don't need your services moving forward. Therefore, you have already been dismissed when I sent that email out to many folks a few days ago. Therefore, your email reply went straight to the trash, unopened, not read. Go find someone else to play with, because I won't let anyone disrespect me or insult my intelligence. Never use drugs, you dumb ignorant idiot. Hell with you and anyone else like you. Take those VA records and shove them where the sun don't shine. I have nothing to hide. You were trying to see how you could derail something, but listen up, Princess Poodle, you cannot intimidate me either, and you cannot derail anything when I have options. Therefore, regardless of whether the judge says A or B, it doesn't matter because I got options. You said the VA was giving you the runaround. I made it clear days ago you can stop running. So here is my reply after dismissing you a few days ago. Many parts of the video audio version of the previous email from A Kiss It Where the Sun Miss It have a lot of different parts from different days, including Thursday commentary and also Friday commentary regarding your email reply, which was not opened because didn't I tell you, boy, that I wasn't needing a reply from you? Not a callback, nothing. Most of the talk is from rude, immature, retarded, unprofessional folks. The majority in this town is a very small percentage, keep it real. But the majority are very fake, like all you demonic spirits. Karma is the greatest hang-up in life. You and your sidekick attorney, all you rude demons with the best interest of a racist, lying, vindictive landlord, you bozos have the same mentality, and you also can kick rocks. Now how about that? I made it clear a while ago letting go to court for the hell of it to expose mentally sick, retarded, evil, lying, vindictive demons. Don't need your advice, you've been dismissed days ago when I addressed you in the email, Kiss It Where the Sun Miss It. You saw it. Don't play extra dumb with me, we're not doing this today. You got that, princess? You're a feminine acting drama queen. Go play with your grandma like that. Not yuck tolerating unprofessionalism from no one. I expose it to the fullest degree, not tolerating disrespect from you and no one you work with, hell with all of you. Y'all's attitudes are trash, like other unprofessional staff, VA, Section 8, and the landlord and her sidekicks. Y'all expect me to kiss y'all behinds? Hell no. I never kiss anyone's behind under any circumstances. Not desperate. Y'all wish I'd be homeless, but rest assured, I'll upgrade to a better place after this. You were just trying to be nosy to see if I will continue to live in Illinois. It's none of your damn business what I do, boy. You don't act like a mature, professional man, so I'll treat you like a little child. You got that, boy? Because we're not doing this today. Your email went straight to garbage. This Friday, the section will be an audio-video version, including previous day's commentary when I dismissed you. This is not the first time I got rid of attorneys before. A different legal case, a different senior attorney called me and asked if I'd change my mind and give him a call. Hell no. If I feel like someone doesn't have my best interest, I start dismissing folks left and right. I don't act desperate, you retarded boy. You and the folks you work with are very unprofessional. Go kick rocks. You act like you're on drugs with the way you seem to slur your speech that morning we talked a few days ago. Maybe you were sleeping, but I don't need a garbage attorney in any legal case, past, present, or future. It doesn't matter if you're not in my best interest. I dismiss folks again and again. Nothing new. I'd rather rock out solo dolo. You and no damn one, little pea-brain demonic spirit, insecure beta male but portray alpha, but really a beta male. Go deal with your sassy ways. Most men are very insecure, and most men are jealous of confident, proud black gay women. You're another beta male that portrays alpha male sassy ways like Tom Ewing, the sidekick of Tina Eastler. A bunch of idiots. Her sidekick Tom Ewing got the nerve to fake holier than thou, bragging on his real estate website, trying to appear trustworthy. Most of you demons are wolves in sheep's clothing, a bunch of unprofessional, hypocritical snakes in Snakeville. No one, any color, is about to disrespect me and play with me like that at all, that's for damn sure. Yes, I stand up to bullies, men and women. Y'all can tell the police that too, I do not give a damn, clearly. So on that note, you have already been addressed a few days ago. Therefore, your follow-up callback or email, I made it clear you're dismissed when I sent the email to others a few days ago, exposing your character and Rosalind Gully. Hell with all of you. I got options, regardless of what the judge says. I won't be homeless, like all you mentally sick, evil, unprofessional, passive-aggressive devils wish and secretly hope for. That's not going to happen. I will enjoy myself exposing devil's lies, wasting my time being vindictive and lying. Well, I'll waste her time in return in court for the hell of it and still upgrade regardless of what the judge says. Tina Eastler acts like she saved my life. The dummy doesn't know I was going to get a place regardless if Veterans HUD VASH Section 8 helped or not. Y'all are stupid if you believe I'd be poor forever. How dumb you fools are. Y'all are talking to someone that has traveled to more countries all over the world than all you jealous haters combined, as my own boss without military help. Whatever I achieved in the past, I'll quadruple that and beyond. I am not in competition with anyone on earth. I am in competition with myself. In other words, whatever my past achievements, I'll surpass that by a landslide. And when the time comes for me to invest in property worldwide, cash, not live a lie trying to keep up with the Joneses, as the saying goes. I never tried to keep up with anyone because, rich, poor, or otherwise, I will never sell my soul for money and will never be fake like the majority of the population. If more people were real, not fake and evil, there would be more world peace. But when devils get exposed, their true colors show. Like I said before, many times, rich, poor, or otherwise, I will never be fake. I am in a league of my own, rich, poor, or otherwise. Don't need your advice or anything else. I already addressed you and Rosalind Gully. The comments you said about her complaining about my email? Well, here's another one for you and her, everyone gets it, etc. I do not care. 2024 is the year of exposure. Tina Eastler assumes this apartment. The best that I can do, she better think again. This apartment not the best I can do, and next place will be an upgrade, not around drug addict pill popping thugs that fight and constantly drunk, loud, unruly n-word using folks, slick racist remarks. This place a hot mess. It's like a ghetto trailer park. Ghetto do not mean black, it means poverty. Even if a person was the poorest or richest person on earth, can still have a poor mentality. Example, if someone is fake, phony, full of baloney. Toxic people are those with fake personality. Any financial bracket can have a ghetto mindset. Any financial status. I always had a wealthy mindset, but most folks here act like drugged out thugs when a black tenant expose white tenants behaving that way. Then landlord gets vindictive when expose her character and other wild behavior around here. I was going to break lease anyway, but since she want to lie being vindictive, I'll stick around. Got the hell of it and will be in court. Rest assured, any court outcome I got options, but letting it go to court for the hell of it. If someone wastes my time making up lies, I'll waste their time in return. That's a fair exchange. My next place will be an upgrade, no matter what outcome. Win or lose, don't matter. I'll enjoy exposing devils. I already know the judicial system is corrupt, but it's okay. Whatever the jury or judge decides, it doesn't matter. It's the principle of the matter. Even if I was going to break my lease, since the evil, lying, vindictive landlord is mad I exposed her character and many things, including her tenants, the ones actually loud, unruly, boisterous, constantly everything I complained about, getting falsely accused of. Isn't that hilarious? When Tina Eastler said to Rosalind Gully months ago she wanted to evict me because I said she was racist based off different treatment blacks in comparison to white tenants, that's exactly what she is, a racist based off many things mentioned in previous videos. It ain't rocket science to figure out when dealing with racists or sellouts, and anyone, any color, can have that white supremacy ideology.
I will never be a slave, plantation mentality, sellout like Rosalind Gully. That's for sure. All y'all little programs, y'all can take them and shove them where the sun don't shine, because Section 8 is very limiting anyway. Therefore, I didn't plan on being on it long. Every place I've ever rented, I always left it clean. So if she lies about that, the bathtub, chipped paint, countertops coming apart day one, chipped tile, paint-stained floor, shad brown, sticky stuff on walls. This place was not cleaned. She promised it would be clean, and she lied. She is big-time irrational, unprofessional in so many aspects. She mad when she exposed many things. She mad. I made her have to file eviction, yak huff up the money. I wasn't expecting security deposit back anyway. I said that before any talks of eviction, she tried to spin the narrative. After said telling everyone, she quickly had to reach for straws, leading to gullible, slave-minded Rosalind Gully. And others. The moment I said I was going to expose many things, what did Tina Eastler do? As expected, hurry up and email Rosalind Gully with lies, and Rosalind Gully is gullible enough to believe her. She's a slave-minded, mentally shackled slave. That's her problem. She has to play it safe for keeping her position. She's a good old slave. Oh my God, cannot upset certain whites in this town, or she fears she will lose her rinky-dinky job. I would never sell my soul for any amount of money. I have never been a bootlicking, slave, plantation mentality sellout. Never been, and never will be. All you devils have been dismissed. I already addressed y'all in a previous email, now the video audio format too.
Attorney VA HUD VASH section and etc. Been dismissed days ago. Late to the party, princess? Plus, email reply after dismissed ya from my email. Kiss it where the sun miss it email address regarding topic 2020 for the year of exposure. You saw it. Don't play extra dumb with me, you another feminine energy sassy princess poodle days before Friday 11th. Poor thing late to the dismissal party. Go about your business and etc. mentioned throughout this video and previous videos. To any replies, you're blocked, including others receiving it. You blocked too, and etc. receiving after I decide when done putting devils in their place. Enjoy the karma, you unprofessional retards. If mad dismissed, y'all oh well enjoy the block list. Forwarded message. From kissitwerathesanmissit@gmail.com. Date, wed, October 9th, 2024, 3:56 p.m. Subject, forward, update my reply to Rosalind Gully and that attorney etc. 2024 year of exposure, expose/dismiss as good. Bye. Forwarded message. That attorney told me what you, Rosalind Gully, said. Guess what? Here is another email. If truth bothers folks so well, I enjoy exposing folks, and rest assured I always have a life and devils still will be exposed. My reply to you is that the attorney is better off representing the landlord. I already know who her lawyer is, but she can use an extra one. I am not spineless. I have a backbone, not a punk. I'd rather show up solo dolo. In past legal court cases, I have gotten rid of attorneys before, nothing new. If I want to pay out of pocket in the future regarding a different legal case after this one, that's my choice. How about that? I know when folks are flunkies for the landlord. This whole situation is hilarious. You think bad-mouthing me is going to stop me from sending emails? Rosalind Gully, here's another email for you, another one that acts like a lawyer for Tina Easler. All of you are hilarious. But I won't let anyone disrespect me without throwing shots back, regardless of who it is. I don't care if Mickey Mouse from Disneyland was her attorney or mine, it doesn't matter. I'll have a good time exposing lying, vindictive folks in court. When folks silent is in agreement to foolishness, I don't care if complain to attorney about my email. Here another one I can tell based off last conversation you low-key was in best interest of landlord. End of the day I honestly don't care how anyone feel if mad I exposed truth. In emails too bad I will never have a slave plantation mentality like you attorney. Don't have to speak for me, I got a voice he can do to other side where he already is. I wasn't born yesterday, I don't trust any political candidate. Two-headed one-party system circle jerk, but in the words of Trump you're fired, in other words but. Bye. Goodbye. I expose folks then diss anyone whoever it is. When I said months ago, telling everyone what's going on with Tina Easler, I quickly hurried up and sent you an email full of lies. Evil people who lie, mentally sick, are disgusting, and black sellouts with a slave plantation mentality are in the same karma boat. Enjoy the ride with others who are evil too. Only evil defends other evil folks. Any court case, this one or others, I have no fear of anyone, so they can bring it on. Stamp a trillion wrongful retaliation evictions, and guess what? I still have options. Y'all were hoping I'd be homeless? Better think again, I have options, and that's not their business. Now, eviction, I will never be a sellout like the majority of blacks in the Midwest. These mouthy, sassy men wouldn't last in New Orleans, and Tina Easler, if she were a landlord in New Orleans, would have been run out of town long ago. There's more unity in New Orleans, not a bunch of flunkies afraid to lose their job. Oh, Massa said this, Massa said that. If feelings are hurt because I said the majority of black folks in the Midwest kiss the behinds of whites, it's the truth. The real black folks from here admit the truth, small percent. In New Orleans, I met so many from Illinois. I said, why y'all owe the people more real compared to Illinois? I already figured that the small percent of real ones admit New Orleans folks have higher percentage of real personalities. We not going to kiss anyone behind any color. The cops said, oh, the videos, what got them in a stir, huh? Yeah. Like kicking over a bee nest of crap of lies. Told them watch the videos. I didn't do it for view count, I did it for the hell of it. Duh. See, all of you are in cahoots with a shady landlord. I realize that 2024 is the year of exposure. I enjoy exposing folks, then dismissing them like a magic trick and letting karma do its work in mysterious ways, a lifetime affecting family and friends, all connected. I don't wish bad, but karma comes back around in mysterious ways. It's called universal energy, it affects all connected. I check folks, Put them in their place, then dismiss them and let karma do the rest. It's in God's hands. Period. My reply to that attorney, etc. I know based on our conversation this morning, October 9th, you said, oh, you sent her a bunch of emails letting someone know what's going on. There's been a lot going on, especially when I was lied on by the lying, vindictive landlord telling lies to Section 8 and HUD VASH. If folks are gullible enough to believe the mountain of lies Tina Easler tells, then that's on whoever. In our last conversation with Rosalind Gully at the end of July, she said, oh, Tina Easler wants to evict you because you said she's racist. Well, based on the different treatment of tenants versus black tenants around here, Tina Easler expects all black folks here to bow down. I will never do that. That Section 8 HUD VASH lady, during our last conversation at the end of July, I could tell she was low-key defending a racist landlord. I read between the lines very well. Not all black folks have a slave plantation mentality. I can tell she knows Tina Easler for a long time. Even Tina Easler mentioned in the beginning that she knows Rosalind Gully. So, of course, when folks know each other, they will defend each other. I was updating everyone on what's going on when I was lied on. Folks needed to know what's happening. Tina Easler is popular in this little small town, so I'm sure she's friends with many people, so nothing surprises me. I won't let anyone bully me, and Tina Easler is racist based on many things, and racist people hate being exposed. The black lady, Rosalind Gully, was talking to me on the phone like she believed whatever Tina Easler said. After I mentioned to Tina and others informing Section 8, then Tina Easler quickly emailed, making up lies about me putting a note on the wrong door. The moment I told Tina Easler I am not your secretary and not changing the note, I knew she would be vindictive and retaliate. It's what mentally sick devils do, it's expected. She was desperate to meet. She acts like a scorned, bitter woman mad she got rejected in regards to me not wanting a verbal conversation moving forward with a lying snake Chucky doll. If she insults me first, I'll insult back in return, putting the email in the night to confirm directly from the neighbor and also if their air conditioner was truly broken. If the landlord was okay providing her number, they could have emailed instead. This demonic, demon-possessed devil lies to me and others. All she does is tell one lie to get out another. Honestly, this whole situation is laughable. I am not worried about any outcome, so they can miss me with the foolishness. Tina started her drama with her deception lies from the beginning. I return the same energy. She's a popular real estate agent in this small town. I'm sure she's friends with many folks. So, Rosalind Gully can say whatever, I will never have a slave plantation mentality. If she feels like she cannot speak up to racist whites, then I won't have that mentality. I will forever speak my mind under any circumstances. If anyone is looking for excuses based on veterans, HUD VASH, and based on Rosalind Gully and HUD VASH being low-key in cahoots with a shady landlord, the last conversation I had with Rosalind Gully was like, oh no. Don't you say that about Masa. But I don't have a master. I don't have a slave plantation mentality. So, if she is offended by me exposing the fact that the majority of black folks here have a slave mentality, maybe her feelings got hurt just like she exposed the shady landlord's racism. Her feelings got hurt. Fragile folks, most people in the Midwest, not all, but the majority, are very hypocritical and most are very fake, not genuine. Not all, but the majority, then again, most of the population are sheep that go along to get along. New Orleans has the highest percentage of real personality folks, and we will not sugarcoat anything. We'd rather dismiss everyone because we will never fold and will never beg, we will never bow down to no person on this earth, never ever. Folks hate being exposed, all colors. I will not beg anyone under any circumstances. The landlord expects the black woman temporarily on Section 8 to bow down, and Tina Easler's friend called me an idiot, so I sure will return the same energy to anyone defending an unprofessional, shady landlord. The moment you said, oh, after talking to VA and Rosalind Gully, I made it clear you can talk to whoever, there's nothing to hide, but I will defend myself against any mouthy, sassy queens like Tom Ewing. He acts more like a Tom Anna and Tomella. If he insults me, I throw insults back. I don't care if it's the President of the United States with Secret Service at my door, it doesn't matter who it is. My point is I expose anyone I decide. When I have police here based off lies, they're so insecure. I said it's not my fault I was first in line when God was giving out good looks. Whiny babies get so flustered over anything. I have never been suicidal. The video said in one clip of a music video, "I'll die about my respect." That means we will put our life on the line in war, win or lose. If they're too mentally slow to comprehend that, then too bad, so sad. All this looking for excuses is hilarious. I'll still be in court. I don't care if I'm facing a trillion demons in court, it doesn't matter. They will get karma regardless of the outcome, so I'll forever Joker laugh to karma. All evil will get what they reap, bad evil reaps what they sow when they lie, being vindictive because they're mad, exposed, unprofessional clowns, the landlord and those in cahoots with a shady landlord. Of course, when a lot of things have been going on, I sure did speak up. Rosalind Gully has to keep her job safe. She doesn't want to upset anyone because maybe she fears Tina Easler would have her fired. I will never have a slave plantation mentality under any circumstances. I operate differently, I would rather be fired than be a sellout. I requested a new veterans case manager months ago, they refused. All this mess escalated when a strange man came to my door on July 27th that Tina Easler claimed was sweet as gold. She is accustomed to her black tenants kissing her behind. You said, "Oh, don't say it's retaliation?" Well, if it is retaliation, any attorney would not want me to speak the truth about her retaliating after exposing that my apartment was not cleaned and my key card didn't work for almost 3 weeks, missing important medical appointments when I moved in. I wasted a taxi picking up a key card that she knew didn't work. She wanted me to relocate to a different location, and the case manager was passive-aggressive, talking about, "Oh, well, it's too late to move now." I made it clear I never reconsidered relocating. Tina Easler harassed me for a week, begging me to meet after I was recovering from a medical procedure. There's something mentally wrong with her, and if she's friends with everyone in this town, that's fine because at the end of the day, I will tell the truth in the courtroom about this lying, racist, shady landlord, etc. If anyone doesn't want me to expose the truth, it's strange, but whatever. I know you were busy this morning, but I didn't get an update until you said on the phone you sent the email. So, you're telling me about the emails sent to Rosalind Gully, etc., exposing folks' true character when I was lied on. Tina Easler needed to be exposed. If her racist sidekick, Tom Ewing, calls me an idiot speaking for Tina, I return the same energy. They're mad I make videos exposing their true character. Hit a nerve, hit dogs holler. Even the cops laughed and said, "Oh, the videos got them all in a stir, huh?" Tina Easler deleted her Google reviews for Infinity Assets because clearly, she has plenty of things to hide. When folks start looking for excuses, then that's fine because I will still be in court exposing the entire truth on October 16th. It seems like you're looking for excuses based on veterans, HUD VASH, and Rosalind Gully. I can read between the lines very well. I know Tina Easler is low-key friends with many folks in this little town, so the corrupt judicial system doesn't surprise me. Win or lose, I'll still be in court exposing the real truth, and after this case, if I want to legally pursue a wrongful retaliation eviction case with a shark attorney, regardless if I win or lose any case, this one, etc., I'll still smile even when I don't show it because karma will eat up evil in mysterious ways, affecting their family, friends, all connected. The haters can become the richest on earth. They're mad, insecure about how they look and bothered by my confidence. Most men and women are so jealous of the fact I can be 10 steps behind them and surpass them anytime I decide. They're so flustered and will wonder, now, how did she do that so quickly? Yeah, that's right. I am not some dumb black person on Section 8 temporarily, it's very limiting. Therefore, it's all good, but when lied on, I'll expose the truth to the jury in court. If anyone believes a vindictive lying landlord, anyone that believes a liar, there's something to hide. Google reviews for Infinity Assets LLC try to hide former tenants of all colors exposing her true character. She's a hot mess. I had fun exposing these evil folks. Police do not intimidate me when I'm lied on, I expose the truth. I told the cops to watch the videos, I clearly don't care if folks are mad I exposed the truth. I will keep it real regardless of whether I was rich, poor, or otherwise. I will forever keep it real. I will never be fake like the majority. If most folks were real, there would be more world peace, but a bunch of mentally sick, demonic spirits posing like holier-than-thou Bible bragging for marketing on commercial real estate websites, meanwhile defending an unprofessional landlord, calling me an idiot, whatever, call me. I insult a person back, especially when they act like they fell and bumped their head. HUD-VASH staff asked about my plans, low-key to repeat back to the nosy, shady landlord. None of their business. They could have sent eviction papers months ago. It ain't rocket science. Vindictive, shady folks are mad I reported them in cahoots with each other. The other attorney I spoke to understood why I didn't trust meeting with the veterans HUD-VASH case manager after she got exposed low-key being in cahoots with the shady landlord. They're mad I will not have the slave plantation mentality like the majority of sellouts. After I was recovering from a medical procedure, she had the nerve to ask me through the veterans case manager to relocate me to a different building when nothing was said in the notes. A crime wanting to confirm from the horse's mouth is not a crime. Vindictive, bitter clowns are mad I exposed racist behavior. There's no such thing as a race card when racism exists. Folks hate being exposed. If my videos are too petty, oh well, I will never kiss anyone's behind, that's for sure. I'd rather dismiss everyone because I already know many folks in this little rinky-dinky town are in cahoots with a shady landlord. I don't care if she was friends low-key with every attorney in Rockford, guess what? I'll still be in court on October 16th letting the truth sunlight beam. Win or lose, the outcome doesn't matter. My options are no one's business, but I'll still be in court. I have a sober mindset. I have never used drugs or alcohol, not even weed. They can miss me with the ignorant stereotypes. I have never been suicidal, and if a bully like Tom Ewing, a Gambino realtor, Bible-bragging hypocrite, wants to try to be tough in my face, I'll defend myself and will actually smile in the mugshot. These racist devils cannot intimidate me. If the cops were rude, I would have gotten their badge information and reported them to internal affairs. If it escalated, that would have been a legal case against the police department too. So however a devil wants to cut the cake, I can take it there. No one will intimidate me. I would rather wear silver bracelets as jewelry for defending myself against cowardly bully thugs like Tom Ewing because he calls me that over text. What a coward. He has the nerve to defend other unprofessional folks. He is actually the retarded idiot, like his ma and pa that raised an idiot. Oh my god, most folks here are fragile because an outspoken black person, most in this town, like mouthy Tom Ewing, wouldn't last 24 hours in New Orleans. It's tougher than Chicago and any Midwest town, St. Louis, etc. We don't have to make tip 10, our reputation speaks for itself. We are peaceful until provoked, but we will go 0 to 100 faster than anyone could imagine regarding bullies that want to play tough. Like Malcolm X said, by any means necessary. I stand on that. If the majority in this area are very but hurt by me being a proud black gay woman that speaks her mind, I used to work here years ago when I had an apartment here long ago. One former coworker said he was part of a small percentage that actually keeps it real. He said the racist folks treat it like strikes against you. He said, you're a black woman, very confident, very outspoken. He said they treat it like strikes against you. I told this young black man, I said I don't care if they consider it strikes against me. I will never kiss anyone's behind. I remember having a day I actually quit that job and threw my badge on the floor, saying, you can have it. I will never sell my soul for a paycheck. The majority of black folks here, like Rosalind Gully, sell her soul for a paycheck, bootlicking, afraid to ruffle feathers. She told me months ago, oh, you should talk to an attorney. That conversation I can tell she was secretly in cahoots with the shady landlord. She cannot lose her job, so she has to do or believe whatever her slave master says. This whole situation is laughable. I will never chase anyone, I am very transparent. I sure did send plenty of emails. If they are but hurt about it, too bad. She can keep kissing up to the evil, lying, vindictive landlord. I can tell when folks key in favor of the landlord. I'd rather dismiss everyone. I'll be in court on the 16th if I want to pursue another legal case with a very good attorney after leaving this crappy apartment that I had to clean. I don't expect the security deposit back. She can return it to the veterans organization to help other veterans. Tina acts like this apartment is the best I can do. She assumes she can stay ignorant, including others don't matter. Whites can fight around here, drugs are sold to other tenants, but they wanted to relocate the black tenant that exposes too much. So, like I said, nothing in this little town surprises me. The corrupt judicial system is common, so again, nothing surprises me. I will never beg or bow down to anyone under any circumstances. So, on that note, when folks start looking for excuses based on folks who are low-key in cahoots with a shady landlord, I'm like, oh, okay, I see. That's good to know because when veterans HUD-VASH staff are passive-aggressive, they are racist like the landlord. I don't trust them. Even other attorneys said they would not trust any of these people, including Rosalind Gully. I carefully reviewed everything and laughed at how the landlord is now accusing me of everything. Not one tenant has me on camera being loud or unruly. This landlord hires an unprofessional oven repair guy who whines about being late to a wedding because they had to repair the oven. These folks are unprofessional, talking about, oh, it's not your fault. Tina Easler could have scheduled it at a different time, but he was slamming doors loudly, talking twice in the hallway on this last oven repair fix. She can hire someone else. He claims he doesn't even know who the hell she is. These folks are hilarious. He was slamming doors, talking loudly in the hallway, very unprofessional, talking about, can you tell Tina Easler? He came in a suit. All the condescending, passive-aggressive behavior from so-called professionals is hilarious, but any color will be exposed. I wrote a review on Google, and I never read replies. Karma does the rest of the job in mysterious ways, a lifetime to all evil. I am proud to be a black gay woman. The landlord's sidekick, Tom Ewing, argues more than a woman. It's very strange that he brags on his commercial real estate site as a Bible study guy, using religion or Bible talk to seem more trustworthy. Tina Easler insulted me first, saying providing an email in a note doesn't seem respectable. Well, if she feels that way, insulting me over the phone when I told her that weekend I was recovering from medical-related issues, she kept arguing. I said I cannot argue. I know there's something mentally wrong with her, and I want to keep everything in writing moving forward because I don't trust her. If someone insults me first, I'll say it in return. She's not rational, she is an irrational, lying, evil Chucky doll, and if anyone insults me, I'll insult back. Unprofessional folks defend other unprofessional folks, and I sure get petty in return. When folks are mad I exposed how my apartment was not cleaned, I said months ago she probably won't return the security deposit. That's fine, she can return it to the organization that helps veterans because I was never expecting it back anyway. If a judge wants to stamp 1 trillion wrongful retaliation evictions on my record, I will still consider pursuing another legal case regarding retaliation eviction. I don't need to sue a person for anything because in my lifetime I'll surpass many insecure, fragile haters, but it's the principle of it. When lied on, I will challenge it like a football coach throwing a red challenge flag down. All lies will be challenged, and I will never be a bootlicking, slave-minded sellout under any circumstances. When folks start lying and being vindictive when exposed, many things, isn't that strange? When exposed, loud, drunk neighbors and N-word using neighbors and other racist comments from other neighbors. I told Tina Easler about this months ago, but she turns a blind eye to the majority of the behavior. Isn't that strange? In the future, I'll still buy property. 1 trillion evictions won't intimidate me. Tina Easler assumes this apartment is the best I can do. This clown assumes I will be homeless. She better think again. I told Tina Easler in the beginning of our conversation I'm not copying anyone, but in the future, I will invest in real estate worldwide because I knew Section 8 is not a lifetime operation for me. It honestly limits folks truthfully. Folks intimidated by a confident black woman can be 10 steps behind anyone and surpass anyone when I put my foot on the gas. Most folks here are like insecure, unprofessional Tom Ewing. He got sassy, so I returned the same energy. If he calls me an idiot, I said in return his ma and pa raised idiots just like him. Most folks here are not accustomed to outspoken black folks like myself. A small percent of Midwest folks keep it real, the majority are not genuine or sincere, majority fake, all colors. I will never be fake like the majority of the population. When I spoke to another attorney, they examined things that attorney mentioned to me months ago to make complaints to the organization, and I did. Folks hate when investigated when folks got something to hide like removing business Google reviews Tina like Tina Easler Infinity Assets LLC etc. needs to be exposed. At the end of the day, no matter what the judge says, God is the final judge. I'm not worried about either way, and the landlord is mad I didn't bow down and beg. I don't operate that way, regardless of color. They are offended when I mentioned I stand up to bullies. Like Malcolm X said, by any means necessary, I sure did make videos exposing many truthful things. If they are butthurt over the truth, oh well, my life goes on for the better no matter what the outcome because no devil will ever steal my joy. I'll be happy win or lose because I never folded and never bowed down and begged in any way. That's right, jury trial. You said, oh, the landlord prefers a judge. Of course, they do. I know how this corrupt judicial system is, it's like the political world, very similar. Tina Easler hopes I'll be homeless, she better think again. She doesn't deserve my business, but it's the principle of it when lied on. I'll stick around longer now. I told my case manager months ago I didn't plan on staying long, I was going to break the lease. Now she lies, I'll stick around now. How about that? I mentioned that months ago based on many wild things happening around here, fights and drug dogs running around here, and white tenants constantly breaking lease rules. I'm tired of smelling weed from white tenants constantly breaking rules that say no smoking in the building. The landlord usually turns a blind eye when I expose her character and many things I now get accused of. I'm being accused of lies. The devil is a liar, and all folks in cahoots with a shady landlord will reap what they sow, regardless of color. If someone has nothing to hide, why are most so but hurt when I share texts and emails? Oh, I know why, because they hate being exposed. That ain't rocket science to figure out. I keep it real about anyone. I am transparent, exposing folks' true character. They may get mad. If anyone of any color is mad I exposed the truth, then oh well. I will never be fake. So yes, in court, I will show so much more proof regarding the lying, vindictive landlord, and I sure will inform the court. I surely did get petty in return after the landlord lied, being vindictive, and exposed her true character. After she deleted Google reviews for Infinity Assets LLC, isn't that strange? Clearly, she has a lot to hide. Rockford is probably all she knows. I've been to more countries all over the world without military help, so she's not dealing with someone who is dumb on Section 8. I don't need a college degree to be more intelligent than these vindictive liars. So, in a corrupt judicial system like the political world, the bottom line is win or lose doesn't matter. I'll still be in court on the 16th with every drop of proof, and I will request a jury trial from the beginning. My options are no one's business. Now, since she's lying, I'll stick around and let it go to trial. Since she likes to lie, it will be fun exposing the truth. Anyone in cahoots with lying, demon-possessed devils cannot be surprised when karma comes back around in mysterious ways. So, regardless of whether this person or that person is there or not, the bottom line is I will expose everything, and win or lose either outcome, I'll still be okay, even when I have options. Folks want me to act desperate. No way, Jose. I will never bow down to no human being on earth, period. I defend myself against bullies. If wrongfully incarcerated, dealing with bullies, it's okay, they will get their karma. I would treat jail like a warrior gladiator camp, getting in the best shape of my life. These devils cannot mentally break me, win or lose any court case. Tom Ewing, a coward, over the phone called me an idiot. Closet case, Princess Poodle got my address, he never tried to be tough in person. What a cowardly idiot. The only thing these racist folks are missing is their cowardly clan sheet. That's why they're mad. No one, no situation will ever mentally break me. So, anyone being condescending and passive-aggressive, I don't need it from anyone. I'd rather dismiss everyone. Next time you talk to Rosalind Gully, let her know I'll never have a bootlick, slave plantation mentality like her. At this point, I'd rather dismiss all this, but I'll still be in court on the 16th. I don't care if every attorney I spoke with is low-key in the best interest of the landlord. Many things I find strange, I'd rather it be just whatever that means. It doesn't matter anymore. I read between the lines very well. I'd rather dismiss anyone in the best interest of the landlord, simple as that. So on that note, if you're looking for excuses, because etc. said whatever based on a racist landlord, racist veterans, HUD vs low-key in cahoots with a shady landlord, including slave plantation mentality Rosalind Gully, I will never beg anyone under any circumstances. If the judge wants to stamp a trillion wrongful retaliation evictions on my record, it will be another court case. Regardless of whether I have a trillion properties all over the world, I would still sue regarding wrongful retaliation eviction. Just it's my choice, whatever I decide. I don't care if every attorney I spoke with is low-key in the best interest of the landlord. Many things I find strange, I'd rather it be just whatever that means. It doesn't matter anymore. I read between the lines very well. I'd rather dismiss anyone in the best interest of the landlord, simple as that. Too bad, she is nothing but a sellout in cahoots with a shady landlord. That's so Rosalind Gully, HUD vs etc., in cahoots with a shady landlord, and Amanda Penny calling the cops to my door, strange. They were hoping the cops would wrongfully shoot another black veteran like Roger Fortson. He had every legal right to defend himself. He answered the door not pointing anything, and a complaint call, and that happened. My point is things can go different directions quickly. They had police here to paint a false picture for helping the landlord's case. This is all that was about. Racist HUD Vash will never see me again. I'm done with all these folks. I had enough of folks low-key in cahoots with a shady landlord. I'd rather show up to court solo dolo because I see what's up. It's hard to trust anyone that is just trying to be nosy for the best interest of the landlord. At this point, after reflecting over many things I said months ago, let the chips fall where they may. I've had enough of folks' rude, passive-aggressive attitudes when clearly most here are in cahoots with a shady landlord. I read between the lines very well. I dismiss folks and let karma do the rest of the work. Anyone who lies and is vindictive will never get respect from me. I will share this because enough of the foolishness. Rosalind Gully ain't nothing but a slave-minded bootleg for Tina Eastler. I'll let her see this. Goodbye to everyone in cahoots with a shady landlord. Most attorneys in this town are low-key in the best interest of the landlord. I see that, but it's all good. Win or lose this case or any court case, I'll forever be happy knowing I never became a bootlicking sellout like the majority here. If the shoe fits, wear it. That means if someone knows it applies to them, then cool. Hit dogs holler when exposed. In the past, I had to fire so many attorneys because most waste time. I'd rather show up solo dolo, forget the foolishness of most being low-key in cahoots with a shady landlord. I care who sees this email because I am transparent now. Rosalind Gully, I don't care what you believe in emails. That slave-minded sellout says her mentality is, don't you challenge massa. Hey, what you doing challenging the master on the slave plantation? That's her mentality, that's how she low-key acts. Why can't she be like most black folks here that kiss Tina Eastler's behind? I will never be a sellout like those here that are, I know it. I expose every color. I don't have to play it safe like Rosalind Gully. She doesn't want to upset no white folks, so-called sister girl has to keep her job. Oh yes, plenty of sarcasm throughout because when I'm done with the trickery games from others, I read energy well, and I don't care who is in cahoots with a shady landlord, it doesn't matter anymore. I don't care if every attorney I spoke with is low-key in the best interest of the landlord. Many things I find strange, I'd rather it be just whatever that means. It doesn't matter anymore. I read between the lines very well. I'd rather dismiss anyone in the best interest of the landlord, simple as that. I made it very clear if they send police here based on lies again, I'll send police to their door and inform their neighbors, family, etc. They may wonder how I got the information. Well, the bottom line is I have never been suicidal, never used drugs or alcohol, never tried weed either, so you requesting a drug report is insulting and hilarious, so forget it. Seems like you're trying to pick apart how you can help the landlord's case, so forget it. I have nothing to hide, I have never used drugs. You are clearly in the best interest of the landlord based on our past conversations, so enough. In different legal cases, I had to fire attorneys because they were either too slow to comprehend or whatever the case, and I will not let anyone disrespect me by talking to me in a condescending manner. Yes, I'm sharing this email. Goodbye. To you, you don't need to call me back. Hey, you're better off representing Tina Easler. Any one of those attorneys from your location or different ones, anyone rude is in the karma boat with the landlord. Karma is the perfect hang-up. I told those insecure unprofessionals I have never been suicidal. I am in a league of my own, rich, poor, or otherwise, and I made it clear if Tom Ewing tries to be tough in my face since he likes to cowardly call women idiots over text, Tina Easler's sidekick speaking for her, the so-called Bible-bragging hypocrite. I wonder if his church knows he's defending other unprofessional people, calling women idiots. He really is sassy for a man. He portrays an alpha, but really, he's a weak, fragile ego beta male princess. Tina Easler has been full of deception and lies from the beginning, and after that strange white man came to my door, I wasn't expecting anyone after recovering from a medical procedure. This guy refused to identify his name twice, bothering me. Tina said he's sweet as gold. Yeah, anyone white to her is as sweet as gold. White tenants around here have to do extreme things before evicting them, but Robert, the one who beat up his former friend, a racist, N-word-using veteran, still lives in another building. Isn't that strange? But the moment a black tenant questions a strange white man wanting confirmation from the neighbor who he is, that's not a crime. Lying, vindictive devils reach for straws. The moment she told me to either change the note or put the note on number 2, which is a vacant apartment, nothing was said in the note is a crime. Tina is lying, saying I put a note on the wrong door. Fragile hit dogs holler. This is not the first time I've been accused of racism. That's why she got extremely flustered. I told Rosalind Gully she wanted to evict the guy. He was trying to be funny, kept showing his ID, saying, "Oh, let me show it one more time." He gave me his business card. He said, "Seems like you've been waiting for the papers." I didn't need a chatty, patty conversation, just hand me the paper, and he can go about his business. Regardless of how many attorneys Tina Easler knows in this little town, it doesn't matter. The judicial system is like politics, very corrupt, therefore, nothing surprises me if the racist folks, those that are, and black folks that have a slave plantation mentality, those that are, can all be mad, stay mad. Even after I am no longer here, I will continue enjoying football season, sarcasm, because I clearly do not care. I can continue making videos exposing the landlord that removes her Google business reviews because other tenants said she has mental issues and said they had to take her to court. No wonder, obviously, she's been unprofessional for a long time. Tina Easler will never get a penny from me for this wild, Wild West apartment. Loud, boisterous, unruly, drunk, loud neighbors, this demon-possessed devil accusing me of what I complained about. This is funny, very hilarious. No court outcome doesn't matter. I will not be homeless, that's for sure. I know evil clowns wish that asking me, "Oh, so you're going to stick around Rockford this whole country trash," if would have known many truths about things, would have never joined military, if knew more about corrupt government part of 4th of July system, sarcasm. Even though said entire country trash doesn't mean everyone in the country have trash mentality. Anyone RIC poor, or otherwise, can have a ghetto mindset. Ghetto doesn't mean black, it means poverty. It's poor folks with wealthy mindset. Small percent, but most are fake. In other words, have to like a country or whatever to be in it. I travel to more countries all over the world without military financial help as own boss and will surpass anything achieved in the past. I am not in competition with jealous, insecure, ugly losers. It must suck to know if haters that became richest in world still ugly, jealous of the fact I can be whatever amount of steps behind anyone and financially surpass them, so haters can stay mad, rich, poor, or otherwise, I'm forever in league of own, will never be a bootlick sellout, under no circumstances. Now evict that. I got plenty of options, and it's no one's business. Tina Eastler and Hud Vash and Rosalind Gully acted as if they saved my life in this email to everyone. Y'all never did anything to save my life. I want to make it very clear I was going to get a place regardless if I was on Section 8 or not. Now how about them apples? How about that? See, y'all thought I would beg and be desperate. No way, Jose. I'd rather dismiss everyone and show up solo dolo to court, fearless. I don't fear no one at all, so etc. On foolishness can miss me with it. I don't care if every attorney I spoke with is low-key in the best interest of the landlord. Many things I find strange, I'd rather it be just whatever that means. It doesn't matter anymore. I read between the lines very well. I'd rather dismiss anyone in the best interest of the landlord, simple as that. Well, anyways, all evil, rude, passive-aggressive, unprofessional folks are all in the karma boat together. So, at the end of the day, any outcome in court, I'll still be happy because it's the principle of it. When light on, the exposure sunlight will beam in the courtroom regardless of winning or losing this case or any case. All evil folks in cahoots with a shady landlord, etc., any color will get karma in mysterious ways a lifetime. Karma does the rest in mysterious ways a lifetime. If I want to get a shark attorney regarding a different legal case, it's my choice. Bottom line, all evil, including the landlord and anyone any color, including any slave-minded black person or any open or closet racists, clearly missing their cowardly clan sheet enough of folks trying to spin the narrative, trying to control the narrative. I don't trust most people. Clearly, I don't care if every attorney I spoke with is low-key in the best interest of the landlord. Many things I find strange, I'd rather it be just whatever that means. It doesn't matter anymore. I read between the lines very well. I'd rather dismiss anyone in the best interest of the landlord, simple as that. I will never be spineless and always have backbone to stand up to bullies win or lose. How about that? I am not desperate. I don't care if this attorney or that attorney etc. in cahoots with shady landlord, don't matter. I will all mentally sick, evil, demon-possessed, demonic spirits are vindictive and mad because they were exposed. Too bad, so sad. Aww. The little kitties assumed if the judge says blah, 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 y'all low-key hoped I'd be homeless. Ha! Ha! That's not happening. Now I'll joke or laugh to that because after this place, an upgrade, that's for sure, and don't need HUD Vash or limiting Section 8 when I upgrade either. How about that? If she was a good landlord, I would have said, thanks for letting me break my lease. I was going to break the lease anyway. But since she wants to lie, being vindictive, guess what? Even though I have better options, guess what? I'll now stick around for the hell of it and expose the vindictive liar she is. She has to pay more for her attorney regarding this case. Tina Eastler won't get a penny out of me. I would rather burn money in a field and earn it back again. In other words, evil Chucky doll mad exposed her, won't get anything from me. How about that? If I became the richest person on earth, rich or poor, she won't get a penny from me, not from my pocket. She can return the deposit to the Veterans Organization. Every place rented, I left it clean. It was already chipped, bathtub countertops were coming apart, screens not properly on windows, the stovetop was never cleaned from previous tenants. The oven cleaner got the majority of it up, but if she wants it perfect, she better hire a damn professional stove cleaner. But the stove is cleaner now than when I moved in. I mean all kinds of food when raised on the top of the gas stove, disgusting. I cleaned most of the black stuff that came up. All the oven cleaner in the world cannot remove every drop. If she lies and says the place is a mess, she lies as usual. Every place rented was clean when left. So my point is, if she tells more lies, only dum-dums, like the candy called dum-dums, only dum-dum dummies believe lies from a retarded, evil, lying, vindictive evil Chucky doll. Someone's got to be desperate to want someone that looks and acts like a Chucky doll, just pure evil. I will never be desperate under no circumstances. I don't bow down, she can have this crappy apartment. Promised it would be cleaned, she lied again and again. A mountain of lies. This ignorant demon stereotype assumed buying a bicycle, decided on not putting in carpet, talking about, oh, can leave the bike downstairs. She's crazy. I never planned to get a bike because I didn't plan to stay here long. Duh. Exercising on a bike is one thing, but she was acting like that would be the only option. If I wanted a car, I could have gotten one long ago, so Tina Easler is an ignorant clown. The old hardwood floors, she admitted, were stained, but the walls had sticky-looking root beer on them, ultimate disrespect. She didn't make sure this place was cleaned when I moved in. After I exposed everything, after exposing her true character and many things I already knew, vindictive behavior expected, she could have filed her retaliation eviction papers months ago. Desperate to meet, mad, I stopped verbally communicating with a lying snake. Enough of shady folks and anyone in cahoots with a shady landlord, a reflection of her evil character. I sure don't trust most people. I read between the lines very well. I know and can tell when folks are in the best interest of the other lying side. So guess what? I have gotten rid of many attorneys in past cases. A senior attorney in a different case was like, give us a call if you change your mind. Nope. Not about to make money off my back if they don't have my best interest. I'd rather show up to court solo dolo in any legal case because I will not bend or fold for an attorney or anyone. Regardless of who I am, I'm not scared or intimidated by any cops, jury, judge, anyone in the courtroom or outside the courtroom. Real New Orleans folks keep the same energy anywhere. I'd rather show up solo dolo. I can tell when folks are in cahoots with folks, especially in this little rinky-dinky town. I am not spineless and have a backbone. I'm not a punk. I'll be in court, win or lose, it don't matter because I've got options now. Ha! Ha! Joker laugh. Win or lose, any legal matter, I'll enjoy upgrading after this place. If folks are wondering how she's gonna do that, none of anyone's business. Now. Ha! 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 Whether I win or lose, judge or jury, I'll still enjoy exposing lying, vindictive devils in court. The judge can make a final ruling today, and guess what? I still got options. Now I'll toast with sparkling water to that since I don't drink alcohol. Everyone knows already I got options, letting it go to court for the hell of it, bingo. Let the games begin, win or lose don't matter. Any legal battle, any kind of battle, cannot mentally break me under no circumstances. Remember that when karma gets the last laugh. I don't have a boss, I'm my own boss. I can be 10 steps behind anyone and surpass anyone. Haters can stay mad. If the lame, insecure haters like Tom Ewing, if he became the richest person on earth, he'd still have a face that looks bland, nothing special, and got the nerve to call me an idiot. He is an ugly, retarded idiot like his mama and daddy, his ma and pa. How about that? I kick the whole bee's nest over when I'm about to upgrade. Now. Ha! Ha! I ain't desperate for a goddamn thing. Everyone that hates what I said can kiss it where the sun misses it. Goodbye. All fake representation, low-key in the best interest of the landlord. I am not stupid. I wasn't born yesterday. Funky attitudes are common in this town. Most sassy men here won't last 24 hours in New Orleans. This whole situation is laughable, so I honestly don't care about the outcome but will enjoy exposing things in court for the hell of it and will enjoy my next upgrade. Now evict that because she won't get a penny from me, that's for sure. Period. Regardless of whether the judge says A or B, it doesn't matter. I'll have a blast, a good fun time exposing a mentally sick, evil, demon-possessed, vindictive, lying devil in court. It will be so much fun, win or lose. I honestly don't care about the outcome, I stand on principle when lied to. Now I'll throw a football red challenge flag down, flag on the play, liar expose time. Sarcasm, because I don't care. All you folks low-key in cahoots with a shady landlord are clearly insecure. I can be 10 steps behind anyone and surpass them. I never planned on being on Section 8 long anyway, so it doesn't matter. Honestly, folks that are comfortable being on Section 8 a lifetime make no sense. I saw a video of a guy exposing a majority white town in Kentucky on Section 8, 96%. No one, of any color, should want to be on Section 8 forever. That's my point. I never bought big furniture for this place. You know why? Because I knew it was temporary from the beginning. I don't care about no eviction, it won't stop me from buying property in the future. So they can stamp a trillion wrongful retaliation evictions, go right ahead, jury or judge, go right ahead. I'll be exposing the truth for the hell of it, regardless of who believes whatever. But when lied to, I will stick around for the hell of it and challenge it. Now, how about that? They don't know my options today, and no one in cahoots with a shady landlord will ever know. Most will wonder, how can she upgrade to this or that? I made it clear, if the judge or jury believes the landlord, that's fine. I will still have a good time exposing devils in court, regardless of who believes the evil demons or not. It doesn't matter. Enough of everyone's shenanigans in the best interest of the landlord. I don't care if the judge's final ruling is peekaboo or blah 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 sarcasm, because I don't care either way when I've got options. The bottom line is, I will have a blast exposing many things. The judge or jury can believe a mentally sick, vindictive liar, that's fine. Karma comes back around to anyone involved, evil, like the evil lying Chucky doll landlord. Win or lose, karma is still coming either way, so on that note, I'll forever Joker laugh at karma. Evil will receive mysterious ways, landlord still in cahoots with a shady landlord. I don't wish bad, but devils that lie and are vindictive will reap what they sow in mysterious ways, a lifetime. That's in God's hands, period. Goodbye.
Activist and former NFL quarterback Colin Kaepernick and TV and radio host Nessa Diab are here with us now for their first TV interview together. As a 49ers player, Kaepernick protested police violence by kneeling during the national anthem. The couple co-founded the Know Your Rights camp in 2015 with the mission of advancing the well-being of Black and brown communities through education and self-empowerment. Now, they are releasing their new children's book. It is called We Are Free, You and Me. Colin Kaepernick and Nessa Diab, welcome.
Yeah.
So good to have you.
Congrats.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Best-selling authors en route.
That's
Best-selling
right.
authors. Let's go. Let's go.
So I was just saying to you before, during the commercial, as a new dad, a girl dad, I absolutely love this book. Why did you choose to write it together? What was that impetus?
Yeah. Whose idea was it?
Well,
Colin?
No, it was collective conversation. We, at this point, I had written another children's book, a graphic novel. We just had our daughter.
Yeah.
And we're also looking at the work we were doing at Know Your Rights Camp. We're like, how do we bring this message to a younger audience that they can feel that they have agency, that they can be courageous, like they really get to take control of what their future and destiny looks like. And we created this book around the 10 points of Know Your Rights Camp. So that's what led to it.
Yeah, Nessa, you said you would have loved a book like this when you were younger.
Absolutely.
Because?
Well, I just feel like the message is so easy to understand, and it's just a reminder that, wow, I do have the right to be happy, to be healthy, to do what I want to do, and just to have that confidence. And not saying like the other books I read, didn't do it a different way. But it's a lot of fun, and I love that a lot of everything we symbolize within the Know Your Rights camp, you get to see it. All of our volunteers come from different parts of the country and the world to come and give back, and it's the community feeling which you get to see throughout the book, and that's really important.
The artwork is amazing.
I was going to say that.
The artwork
illustrations
is so great. I just want to read very quickly the Know Your Rights Camp 10 points. You have the right to be free, healthy, brilliant, safe, loved, courageous, alive, trusted, and educated. Yeah. And you look at this list and you go, well, that's pretty self-evident, but it's not in many communities around this country.
Right. Absolutely.
Yes. And that's been our experience. And as we've worked with youth, we've seen that show up with them, where they may not feel like they have the right to be safe or the right to be healthy based upon circumstances or environment or situation. And we want to reiterate that message to them so they can take that and be like, you know what? I can look at this differently. I can go out and try to accomplish and achieve these things and pursue them and do that with the best of intentions of how we make our community better, how we make the people around us better. And to be able to have it show up with this, like this,
so
with
cool.
the amazing
Isn't that cool?
artwork from Gladys
Yes.
is incredible.
That's I appreciate you earlier trying to keep the peace in the children's literature world. You
Yes.
know, other people are good too.
I like how she did that.
I like that. But you know, kids are honest and kids are frank,
Oh,
right?
oh, yes.
So your little one, when you read
Yes.
this to your daughter, how did you feel about it? What'd she like?
Okay, so Colin won't say it, I will. So she loves to see Dada. So anytime there's Dad, that's her favorite page. So actually there's an Easter egg in the back towards the end. In the spread, actually what's in the backdrop right now, you see Colin and myself and our baby in a stroller.
Oh, yeah.
We're in the background, which
Yeah.
we absolutely prefer, saying hello to other family and friends, part of the Know Your Rights camp. But she loves seeing her dad. Her face lights up. It's all about Dada.
And, and her mom too, who's a radio superstar.
That's right. That's right.
Who's been on the air 20 years. She's a legend in this town when it comes to radio. And I know
100%.
you are both very involved in your advocacy work. And Colin, it says that you were still getting up every morning. You were still working out. You were still practicing. And when I read that, I went, really? And then I thought, why? Is it because you do really want to play football again, or are you trying to make a point?
Both.
Both.
I think it's.
What do you mean?
I mean, when I look at my career, it was 15 years of work and dedication before I ever stepped foot on an NFL field. And to have that passion and chase it for that long, you don't just give that up. You don't just walk away. You chase that, you pursue it. And to your point on, do you make a point around that? There will never be an instance where I'm not ready. And there will never be an instance where, oh, it's because he doesn't want to anymore.
You want them to know that you want to.
Absolutely.
But it's such a sad situation in so many ways because you clearly could do it, and this is what you worked your life to do, and then to have it taken away because you feel it's important to express yourself on this other issue, which is protected, by the way, and which you have a right to express yourself on. Do you ever feel sadness when you pick up that football and wish you could have done two things at the same time?
Well, I think that's part of the point of like continuing to pursue and chase is I actually had one of the youth at one of our Know Your Rights camp ask me that.
Yeah.
It was like, you know, I love playing football, but I also really care about my community. And I saw what happened. How do I do both? And for me, I've had so many conversations like that. And my response is always, you don't have to choose one or the other. You can do both. And I think that's the environment that we should be pushing forward with.
Both are amazing. Colin Kaepernick, Nessa Diab, thank you both for being here. The book is called You Are Free, You and Me, on sale now wherever you buy your books.
Stand me up at the gates of hell, but I won't back down. I'm gonna stand my ground. We won't be turned around, and I'll keep this world from dragging me down. Gonna stand my ground, and I won't back down. Stand my ground, and I won't back down. Baby, Thank you.
She's a good girl, loves her mama, loves Jesus and America too. She's a good girl, is crazy about Elvis, loves horses and her boyfriend too. It's a long day, living in Reseda. There's a freeway running through the yard, and I'm a bad boy, 'cause I don't even miss her. I'm a bad boy for breaking her heart. I'm the sky, gonna free fall out into nothing, gonna leave this world for a while. I'm free. I'm free falling. Yeah, I'm free.
Along the light that shines from you, you wind up like the wreck you hide behind that mask you use. And did you think this fool could never win? Well, look at me, I'm coming back again. I got a taste of love in a simple way, and if you need to know while I'm still standing, you just fade away. Don't you know I'm still standing better than I ever did? Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. And I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Once I never could have hoped to win. You're starting down the road and leaving me again. The threats you made were meant to cut me down, and if my love was just a circus, you'd be a clown by now. No, I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid.
You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? Just because I walk as if I have oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I rise. Did you want to see me broken, bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my sassiness upset you? Don't take it so hard just because I laugh, as if I have gold mines digging in my own backyard. You can shoot me with your words, you can cut me with your lies, you can kill me with your hatefulness, but just like life, I rise. Does my sexiness offend you? Oh. Does it come as a surprise that I dance as if I have diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame I rise. Up from a past rooted in pain I rise. A black ocean leaping and wide, welling and swelling and bearing in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear I rise. Into a daybreak miraculously clear I rise, bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the hope and the dream of the slave. And so, wow. There I go.